Oh, what's the difference between clan and normal mechs? Oh, okay. I think what you're talking about is clan versus IS, clan versus inner sphere mechs. And we can go real quick if you want. This is the Direwolf. This is the 110 assault for the clans. Look at it real quick. Big difference between the clans and the inner sphere are engines. This is the most significant difference between the two, in my mind. Specifically because this clan XL, as you can see, it's got 2 crit slots in each here. In order for this, well, let's first explain how XLs work in inner sphere mechs. Is if you put an XL engine in an inner sphere mech, it gets 3 of these crit slots are taken up by the clan XLs. And if it loses, the way it works is if you lose 3 crit slots, the engine blows up. Okay, so with an inner sphere, and if it's running an XL engine, if it loses the right or the left torso, the mech's dead. It's out of the game. You know, it's done. Clans, the difference is because there's only 2 slots here, you can't destroy 3 of the crit slots. So they can lose a right torso and not die. They can lose a left torso and not die. They actually have to lose both torsos in order to die. Or, of course, center torso always kills.
The Omnipod. Torso twist plus 10.
But like I said, the engine, this is the biggest one here because with this XL 300 frees up. Okay, see you later. And I should probably move. AFK. Won't talk to me. Like I said, you got that. This XL 300 frees up a lot of weight for weapons. And then clan double heat sinks, they only take up 2 slots. Inner spheres take up 3. That's a big deal. The disadvantage, of course, of the clan mechs is the way they've made them here in MechWarrior Online is you can't change the engine. You can't downgrade the heat sinks to regular heat sinks. If it was running Excel or not Excel, ferrofibrous armor, you can't put it on, you can't take it off. And then endo steel, again, you can't put it on, you can't take it off. So basically what you see here, all the gray stuff, that's all hard wired into the game. You can't change it. So these heat sinks you can't move. You can add more heat sinks into the empty slots if you have space. But these ones that are all grayed out, those are there permanently. They can't be. So like the engine's grayed out, can't be taken off, can't be replaced. Of course, we've got it's a significant difference in weapons and their weight and crit space. Like for this, the Ultra AC5 for the clans is only 7 tons. For the IS, it's 8. Crit slots, I believe, the difference is 3 and 4. 3 for the clans, 4 for the IS. So that's a big difference there too. So all this space, the crit slots doesn't sound like it's a lot, but for the clans it is. And even on some IS mechs, it's a factor as well, because that being less crit slot space, it gives you these empty slots that you can play with. Like I could take these Ultra AC5s off and put a 20 on there. Not that I would, but you could. You can just take that, that. So get rid of those. Oh, I guess you can't. There's not enough space. Slot. Well, there goes that. But you can't put a Gauss here. And this Gauss takes up only 6 slots as compared to the IS one, which I believe is 7, 8, I think. It's definitely, the Gauss rifle is bigger for the IS and it weighs more. Like this is only 12 tons. For the IS, it's 15. So that's a pretty big difference. What did I misread? Oh, normal. Oh shit! I saw Mechs too, and he was talking about matches. Okay, so matches are basically your regular matches are done. You know, you hit the play button now, and you've got your 3 modes: Assault, Conquest, and Skirmish. These are basically the matches are: you die once, you're dead. You only get 1 mech, and once you're dead, you're out. There's no respawning. Under the faction tab, this is Community Warfare. You get 4 mechs. However, difference is, or the significance here is, you have to play in the tonnage limits over here on the left for your drop deck. Minimum is 160, maximum is 240. So you got to get 4 mechs that fit within those requirements. In this case, I'm underweight here by what, 15 tons. So if I wanted to, I could say this length is 25 tons. I could bump it up to 40. I don't think there's a 40 tonner though, is there? Oh, there is. Oh, I'm sorry, I swapped out the wrong one. Wolf back in there. This links. Though I think the ferret's 45. Yeah, see, the ferret is 45. So I couldn't take the mislinks out and swap it out for the ice ferret. However, I could swap it out for an adder. Yep, an adder. And adders, I believe, are 35 tons. So again, you're still within the limit here, so you can do that. I'm still 5 tons under, so if I wanted to, if I had a 40-ton clan mech, I could put it in that slot. So you can do that. And of course the difference is the community or regular matches are time limited to, I believe, 15 minutes. Else. Again, you can only bring 1 mech at a time, and you can select all 3 of these if you want. I just usually run assault. And the game modes, the assault is you have 2 ways of winning. You kill all the mechs, all the enemy mechs, or you capture their base, which is a matter of just running onto their base and sitting there for a required amount of time until it caps. However, the base does have turrets as defense. They either fire 2 medium lasers or 1 LRM-10. I think it's 1 LRM-10. So they do basically 10 points of damage, and they're auto fire. They see through ECM. They randomly pick people that are closest to them, that kind of stuff. Conquest is similar. Again, 2 ways to win: kill everybody, or you go around. There's 5 bases on each map, and you go to each base and you sit there for a predetermined amount of time until it flips to your color, blue, and then you start gaining points. Every few seconds you get a point, and when the first team that hits 750 points wins. That's the second way to win. You know, kill everybody or get to be the first team at 750. That's it. And skirmish is and in conquest there are no turrets defending the various bases. In skirmish there's no bases. It's just strictly 12 on 12. First team to kill the other team wins. That's it. Or 15-minute timer runs out and whoever's got the most kills wins. So that's pretty much that. I think that's everything. Does that answer your questions, Candy? And like I said, the community warfare matches are slightly different. There's 2 modes. One is invasion, and the other one is counterattack. Invasion is one team is playing offense, the other one's defense. The offense team has to break through 2 gates at least. There's 2, depending on the map, there's 2 to 3 gates they have to break through. And then once those gates are open, then they have to go through and destroy 3 small generators. And once those 3 generators are down, then they can go after the global cannon, whatever it is. I forget what they call it. But it's a big cannon. There's a generator on the back of it. You have to destroy that generator in order to destroy the gun, and that's how the offense wins. Defense wins by killing the entire offense, which is 48 mechs. And and then, or the timer expires and the Omega Cannon, they call it the Omega Cannon, is still alive. So that's how the defense wins. The offense has to kill the Omega Cannon. They don't have to kill the defenders, but they do have to kill the Omega Cannon in order to win. Defense either have to kill everybody or waiting for the timer to runs out before the Omega Cannon is destroyed. That's the invasion mode. Now there's counterattack mode, which is a little bit more fuzzy. Basically, it's there's an Omega. It's not the cannon. It's like it's a mobile base, and the attacking force has to destroy Omega, plus have more kills than the defense. So, say at the end of the game, the offense has 30 kills and the defense has 32. Defense wins. The offense has to have more kills. So they have to kill Omega, get more kills. They don't have to kill everybody. They just have to have more kills than the defense. While the defense, all they have to do is have more kills than the offense. So it doesn't matter if Omega dies or not for the defense. Omega can die and the defense can still win, as long as they have more kills when time expires, or they kill everybody, of course. So. For the iron builds, we will. I'll show you real quick. We'll just go backwards from assaults. Okay, for assaults for LRM boats, you're going to want to look at Inner Sphere, Battlemaster 1S. This is 50 missile tubes. The Warhawk B. This is 60 missile tubes. And I believe those are... If you're feeling brave, you can also do one of these. It's got to be the other one. The King Crab can also be a missile boat. Like this one has got, I think I run 3 15s, yeah. So the King Crab can do it as well. And it's not a bad missile boat. It really isn't. It does the job pretty damn well, because these missiles are high mounted, so they have a tendency to go up high coming out. So it's actually not a bad missile boat. So the King Crab is an option. Technically, so is the Dire Wolf, although most people will kick you if they see you running LRMs in a Dire Wolf. As you can see, one of mine does have LRMs. This is the one I run to piss people off. It's got 2 LRM-15s in it, an LB-20X, and some large pulses. It's more effective than you think it is, and it irritates people. You can also run LRMs in Atlases. Not recommended. Not unless you're really good with Atlases. This is my only LRM Atlas D, just because. Yeah, just because it does fairly well for me. I like to build, but I don't run it really as an LRM boat. It doesn't have enough ammo to be an LRM boat, but it's fun to play. I treat the LRMs more like streaks than I do LRMs, which means I try to use them mostly in the 250 to 500 meter range. That's when they tend to be the most useful. Okay, that's the assaults. Heavies, we've got Mad Dogs. All kinds of Mad Dogs. Mad Dogs are a missile platform for the clans. They do SRMs, streaks, LRMs, all really well. It's whatever you want. You can make them whatever you want. They're really fun. I like them. Then you've got the catapults. Got the C1. It's got 2 missile hardpoints in each torso. C4 has got 2 LRM hardpoints. Although on mine I only run LRM 20s in it. Even then I haven't run it in a long time. A1, it's got 3 missile hardpoints in each torso. People can do it, but it's got no other hardpoints. It's only got the 3 in each arm, so it's kind of vulnerable in that case. This one is set up as what they call a streak bolt, or streak cat, whatever. It's okay. It's not great. because you lose your side torsos, you're screwed. But I've seen people run combination LRMs and SRM builds in these things, and they do okay. But again, their big limitation is you lose the side torsos and you're done. And it's really easy to shoot these off. So, you know, this one is play at your own risk. Hellbringers. Hellbringers can be made into missile boats. Which one? I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Hellbringers cannot be made into missile boats. They only have one missile hardpoint in one of their side torsos, I believe. So don't use Hellbringers for missile boats. Sorry about that. Jaegers. The A has 4 missile hardpoints, 2 in each arm. It's okay. The catapult is better for this job in the way, because the catapult and the Jaeger mech are both 65 tons. I prefer the catapult as an LRM boat. The Jaeger doesn't feel quite right, although the 2 AC5 or LRM 5 build is okay. It's not impressive, but it can do the job. Like I said, I wouldn't try it if you're still. It's more of an experienced player type play for the Jaeger as an LRM boat. It just doesn't really cut it. Thunderbolts can technically be LRM boats. You don't see them though because they don't do it real well. They're fairly limited in how many missile hardpoints they have. You've got 2 in that one. 1 there. Yeah, I wouldn't look at the Thunderbolt as a missile boat. It's not that great. It's better as a straight up energy brawler. And then we have catapults, no, cataphracts, no missile boats for them. Grasshoppers, no. Summoner, yes. Summoners can be a missile boat, depending on what you want to look at. In case the B LRMs, interesting. I forgot I did that. The summoners, you can, I believe they can have 5 missile hardpoints on them, so you can get really creative. Because they got a couple over here, got a couple over here. Not that I don't have anything built out really for that, but you can make these guys in the missile boats if you wanted. Like this one is actually 30. Isn't horrible. It's just that all its missiles are on the left side, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But again, these are more of a. The problem with the summoners is you're going to have to find probably other builds so you can level up 3 of them. That's the downside to them. Summoners, depending on who you talk to, determines how good they are. I'm not a big fan of them just because I can't find builds that really fit me. Timberwolves, yes, these guys are more than capable of being effective missile boats, either LRMs or SRMs. So the LRM builds, these are both 15s, I believe, 2 15s, while this one is 4 SRM6s with Artemis. This is a hot little missile SRM brawler. It's pretty good at its job. Definitely consider this one. And even then, you can make this into. I think you can get 4 10s in here. 4 10s, 2 in each side torso. If you don't do Artemis, can you? It's too heavy, but crit slots is it. And yeah, you could do 4 10s actually in this thing. So you could hit 40 tubes into this particular chassis. This is the Timberwolf S. And the neat thing about this one is it's got jump jets. It's got two jump jets in the side torso, so you can jump, and they're hardwired in. Okay, so that's all the heavies that I have. Not necessarily every one of them. And like I said, mediums are no. The AH Centurion, you can put 3 missile hardpoint. It's got 3 missile hardpoints in the left torso. You can make it into kind of an LRM boat, but it's not really good at it. I run LRM 5s because, again, I run them more like streaks than anything else. Because if anything wants to come up and get in your face, you got the AC-20, so you don't have to really worry about. It's kind of like a mixed brawler type deal. The A is pretty much the same boat. It's got 3 missile hardpoints as well, but this is what they call the old zombie build. So you run a standard engine with 3 SRM6s in it, 2 medium lasers in center torso, so you can basically lose your left and your right torso, and you still have medium lasers left. So this is what they call this is the zombie build for the Centurion from way back when. And it's still kind of effective. Enforcers, no, they don't do missiles. Hunchies, I don't have it, but the 4J is probably the best medium missile boat in the game. You can do, I think, 2 LRM-10s and just fire them all day long as fast as you want, or till you overheat. So that's effective as well. Novas you can't do. I don't think you can do missile boats on them. Trebuchets, I only have 1. These guys are meant to be. These are a missile platform. Like I said, I only have 1 because I could never get into it. You'll have to do research on your own for those. But they are primarily a missile and energy platform. So you could do a medium missile boat with them. Griffins. There are a number of Griffins you can do here. Bunch of different types of builds. Let's see, the S. What's special about the S? S, not so much. Like it's a good. Basically, all the mediums from here on down, you can do pretty much whatever you want with them. Honestly, as long as they've got missile hardpoints on them, you can do something with them. Like this one is, I believe, SRMs. Yeah, SRM6s, and I could actually put 3 SRM4s, or take off Artemis and put 3 SRM6s in there, or move around the jump jets, whatever. You could definitely fit in a 3rd SRM6 if you can balance your weight out a little bit. Like I said, Griffins are good for missiles, SRMs or LRMs. Shadowhawk depends on which one it is. I believe the 2D2, it's got 4 missile hardpoints. I run mine as a streak boat. It's got 4 streak 2s. 2 in the right torso, 1 in the left torso, and 1 in the center, or 1 in the head, 1 in the center torso. So it's got 4 missile hardpoints, but they're very limited. You're pretty much limited to the head's only got 1 crit spot, and you got 2 here. You move stuff around. So yeah, this one you could do a build for this one if you wanted to. 4 LRM5s would probably be decent. I just prefer it as a streak boat. It's a really fun. This is actually a really fun build. It's fast, it's quick, it can jump, and it's not as effective as it used to be. It was really effective against lights pre-clans, but since the clans came out with their streaks, it's not as effective, but it's still fun as hell to play. I love it. I need to play it more often than I do, but like I said, it's really fun to play. Let's see what else. 3M, no, that's not it. Stormcrows. The clan Stormcrows, you can make missile boats into these if you want. This is a streak crow. 4 streak 6s. No, sorry. 4? 5. 5 streak 6s, sorry. You can make this into an LRM boat if you really wanted to, but it excels as a streak or regular SRM boat. And you can do all kinds of combinations with these. Like I've run with 2 streak 6 or 2 SRM 6s in the torsos and put lasers in the arms, and that's actually a really good build. Or you could do 3 SRM 4s or 6s in the side torsos and lasers on the arms, and it does really well. It's a Stormcrow; it's going to do well. So let's see, that's it. Wolverines. Don't think Wolverines. Oh, sorry. 7K, I think, is your only option here for missiles. Got 3 hard points. It's probably best as an SRM platform, but you could put LRMs in here if you really wanted. I don't know how well it would do. Probably fine. Just that it does have jump jets, so you're okay there. So yeah. Again, you can be really creative with some of these. Again, this is an IS mech, so you're stuck with what it is. The clan mechs give you so much versatility in what you can build, especially for when it comes to LRM or missile boats. Lights. I don't have a lot of experience with running these. as missile boats, but I know you can do it. Missile links, I don't know if you can or not. Does it have missile hardpoints? I don't think so. It might. I don't think the missile links does. Kit Fox does have missile hardpoints. They can do that. The Adder has missile hardpoints. As you see, that one is. These can actually be very, very, very scary. Doesn't seem like a lot, but they can be pretty vicious. Especially if they catch you off guard. Jenners, not really. Most lights really aren't the best missile boats. They can, some of them can do it. Panther can, Raven can. So, well, there's some Ravens out there can. There's the Hero Jenner, the Oxide. That's a good, a decent, respectable missile boat. It's got 4 hard points, I believe. The Raven. Been seeing a lot of Ravens late. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. I've seen a Raven 3L running 2 SRM6s in these things, and they do okay. Nothing special. And then, of course, the Raven Hero, the Hugin, is a missile monster. It's a monster. That's a good idea, Davian. But I think that's it. Again, I don't have every mech in the game, so, you know, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, of course, because I don't have every mech. There's no way I could go through each one. But, you know, take a look at them. You can always do hit up Smurfy. Hold on, I'll put the link in there. Crap, I don't have it ready. But what is it? Smurfy.de? Is that what it is? Hold on 1 second. Ah, there it is. Yeah, Candy, hit up there. Come back to or check out Smurfy, and you can build, you know, whatever you want there to play around with and take a look at stuff. Good way.